before we start, but like I've just added it so I don't have to go to the dice anymore. I can just click luck and it rolls.
You shouldn't need it for tonight.
Get rid of
if
it.
You want to do it.
Yeah, we don't. Regardless of when we need it, I
are
just wanted to
live.
remind the group that they can just add the skill. Hey, what's up, viewers at home? It's me, your charismatic host, Taylor.
Hello, viewers
Wow.
at home.
You want me to send you my notes?
It's
yeah,
your
please.
boy Taylor.
That would be actually be a pretty
T-Dog
funny-
in the house.
That would be a pretty funny.
Hello, I'm your
time to
host.
throw
My
one
name is
off.
Ethan. I'm going to
Yeah,
show
that'd
how
be pretty
to
good.
open up a wine bottle.
You just you make the notes for the whole session, and then you pass them off to another DM, and they have to DM it just based off your
The only
notes.
thing on the notes is says get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, what's
there's
there's
so many plot holes.
Well, what's that one joke? It's like, wow, the DM really has this entire world planned out, and then it's just like behind the DM's like DM wall is just like a note that says "sexy goblins?" ?
Is Gorga Jesus?
And like that's like all we have to work with.
We'll never know.
Is she?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say never. She might have a fucking barbarian empire going somewhere deep in the Barandoja wilderness.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a solid point right there. I never really considered it, but...
Oh, well, I mean, she can't go to any, like, civilized setting. The bounty on her head has to be in the, like, hundreds of thousands of gold, so...
It's just measured in treasure now.
An earldom for whoever defeats her.
Wow.
Hey, so Taylor, how's it going?
Are we ready to go?
I think we're
Ethan,
good to
are you
go.
good?
I'm here. I am ready to go.
Wow, your mic sounds great.
Does it? That's nice.
It just sounds like you're right up there on it, you know?
Does it?
Okay,
Now you sound
that's too much.
10 times worse.
And like the perspective does lead to some questions. All
Yeah,
right.
no, you should not do that anymore.
The mic was not meant to be that close to. It's just like pure muffle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're 20 minutes late. Let me kick it off, boys.
Hour 20 minutes, yeah.
This will be, hour 20 minutes. It's okay. I think it'll line up well. This will be a shorter session. So, for anyone watching, welcome. We're the Campaign Crashers, a D&D play show with rotating DMs. I am the current DM, Taylor, and we have our players. Quick 5-second intro. Go.
My name is Og.
Hi, I'm Elliot.
Oh, that's not my name. That's not my voice. Hey, I'm Brendel. I'm here to like get married and stuff.
Barrow's my name.
Me pointing at you guys worked a lot better than I think it did on the stream, but doesn't matter. It looks like it worked for me, and I feel pretty good about it. Anyways, so we'll just kick right off. So last session, you guys officially started your first day as Barandoja Post interns in Asterios. You woke up, had a great morning with Tissany, and met your fantastic new driver, Shmonnery, who took you on your route up to Beskol. On your way to Beskol, you had a little bit of a detour in the quarry, as you guys stopped because you heard some frightening sounding screams. As you got closer to the screams, you realized that the screams were actually children who were in a pen while their fathers were working because their mothers had left them for human men due to the Barandoja Times best-selling book, 69 Tones of Brown. After the confusion was cleared up and no fists were exchanged, you outran a rainstorm and a mudslide, jumped back on your carriage, and you made it just to the outskirts of Beskol, and that is where you guys are now. So where we left off, I believe it was dusk. The sun had just sunk under the mountains to the west, which now casts a tall shadow over the town. As you approach Beskol through the fog, you can finally start to see the town coming into view. You see warm glows coming from the windows of elven structures seamlessly blend with the trees around them. Is someone good with history at all?
I'm all right.
Just give me a
I'll
check.
go for that noise.
Yeah, you want to hear about like the English Revolution?
I'm good at history, but not about this place's history. 9.
9. You
It's a 4
don't...
with a 5.
Wow, beautiful. You don't understand. You think you remember something in your history classes up at school about like different types of elven structures. And as far as you can tell, these structures are a little bit different than traditional elven structures, but you can't remember why because you were too busy sitting in the back row staring at the cute.
Well, my friends, I've never been one
girl
for...
or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I still think about her.
But the town itself, as you approach the town, you notice that it is surprisingly small and sleepy in its current state.
Yeah, I remember. Isn't there a sign that says 1,000 population?
Yeah, you already passed that. You're like, that was outside. You're going down the main street now.
Gotcha.
So as you make your way down the main street, you pass a corner cafe called the Dayanara, an inn called the Cozy Cat, a tavern called Cliffs, a general store called Curtis and Sons, and a guard station called Precinct 73, a high school called Beskol High, where you can see a few high schoolers out, but like, it's nighttime. What high schoolers actually hang around their school aside from people who are defacing it? So you assume that it's probably malicious. And then you pass a chapel that's dedicated to Moonbow. As the main street comes to an end, you finish at a plaza that looks over Lake Lyle, and this plaza is just right up against a super, super steep cliff.
I would
directly
request...
in the middle.
Oh, go ahead.
Go, request.
I would request at some point when you are able to take a breath that you put all of that in campaign specific.
Yep, I will. This is going to be kind of like your playground. So just want to give you like the lay of the land quickly, and I'll make sure you guys have this and give you a little like map, because this would be your mini world. So
and just to clarify for our 2 followers, that campaign specific is our Discord server that you don't get to look at.
Don't make a wiki.
Wow. Yeah, so, and then directly in the middle of the plaza, there's actually a large fountain sculpture. And does someone want to give me, I guess, like a religion check?
Yes,
is that a thing?
I do it.
It is.
Yeah,
it is a
someone do
religion
that.
check. You're...
Oh my!
I can't believe I think we need justice with us right now.
You guys failed.
I got a 20, son. That's like...
Damn, I was hoping
Druid. Druid
knows you failed. I was gonna be like,
get a good beard rub in there. For the 20. For the 20.
I was kind of like low key hoping you would fail, because in my head I was like, he's gonna roll a nat 1 and he's just gonna look at this statue and be like,
"You're the statue.
She's hot." So with the 20, without a doubt that this statue is actually a representation of Thehanine. I might be saying this wrong. Moonbow, and this is what the chapel was that you just passed. She's the goddess of moon, dreams, mysteries, secrets, and traveling or journeys. She's a protector of the elven dead and the patron of the moon elves.
Can you say her name one more time for me?
Sehene Moonbow.
Can you say it not like that?
Sehene?
It's Sehanine. Sehanine. Someone needs to Google this.
Sehanine? Okay.
Sehanine?
They have a pronunciation. There's a pronunciation on the wiki, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gonna forget this no matter what." And here I am forgetting it. I wish you didn't roll on that 20 and just thought it was a hot statue. Here we are.
You can change people's name. You could have named her Sammy.
It would be really funny.
Yeah, dude.
Sally Moonbow.
Sam I am. Sally Moonbow.
Sexy
Oh
Moonbow.
no! Wait, is this in our? Wait, we have to be
Sexy?
careful though.
We're gonna call
We
her
won't get
Sex
age
Bow.
restricted.
Oh crap! I mean, Sammy Moonbow. That's her name, Sam. She was a great woman.
I love Sammy Moonbow. Sammy Moonbow.
So this fountain sculpture kind of forms like a roundabout in the middle of the plaza, and just behind the fountain sculpture, you can see probably like the biggest building in town, and it's got big like steep pitched roofs, and the roof itself is actually supported by like these really tall conifer trees that are growing up through it, and the roof is like embedded through the trees, and then there's a sign in front of it that just reads Town Hall. And as you pull up, I guess Schmonnery got locked up in the back of the carriage, which I forgot about. But Schmonnery wakes up and looks out the window and he goes, "Oh, you're here. Didn't think you guys would be able to get there without me."
I yank on the reins really hard. We're here! Oh, God! Arr!
Yeah, you hear that? Schmonnery hits his head, and he gets out of the cabin. And goes, "Oh, nice driving there, guys."
Hey, thank you. It's been I like fall asleep unconscious at his feet.
Oh.
I'm so tired. God, wham!
Bernadette, I know the feeling. It's not a good feeling. Trust me, I know it. And on that note, I got some great rest. So what I'm gonna do is just pop on over to Cliff's, get myself a couple of drinks, and I need to wake up. Just go hammer a few down. So if you need me, that's where I'll be.
Hey,
Yeah, better be coffee.
Should you really be
Better
drinking?
be coffee.
No, before you
what's
go.
up?
Should you really be drinking?
What'd you say?
Coffee.
I examined your flask and it's full of brown liquor.
Should I be drinking? Get a load of this guy. What's up, Og?
Well, I'm not one for elfish architecture or anything. Don't pay attention to it. They're not my type. But I noticed this place is a little off. It sounds like you've been here before. Can you tell us anything up, or are they? I don't know. Are they different than your usual elves?
Well, I mean, for one, they're certainly not a normal elf town. I mean, you know that they're a sort of outpost dedicated to finding links to the Fae. I mean, everyone knows that.
Right, I did know that.
But aside from that, I'm also not an architect. In case you're concerned,
You look like an architect for
sure, really?
I mean, something.
Not gonna say. I've heard those are a hot profession right now, so I'll take it as a compliment.
Okay, well, you go and get your well-earned drink in. Will you be at that place? Is that just a tavern? Is there an inn there as well?
Believe it or not, there's an inn that's just across the street.
All right. Well, we'll track you down if we need you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Toodles.
Maybe leave the keys to the wagon with us.
Oh, I've got the keys. I've got the keys right here. And he pulls it out of the horse's ass. Just.
Well, you guys remember the thing needed a breathalyzer to go in the first place, so.
Apologies. That joke was ill-considered and not great for Twitch.
He said, "Okay, not sure how the keys got there, but I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just see that and just go get sloshed at Cliffs."
I hit them.
So is it a Mustang now?
He just starts walking away from you and goes to get sloshed at Cliff's tavern. What would you guys like to do? You parked in front of the town hall. There's no one else around.
Well, I think the two most tempting options. The first one, just go right into the town hall, try to speak to, or no, go to the guard outpost that we saw, talk to them. But the second, which might get to the bottom of things a little faster, you saw those hooligans back at the school. I mean, if kids have been disappearing, why not go talk to kids directly? I think Elliot's got this too. I mean, you look about their age. Weren't they cool? Yeah. They had like tattoos and stuff. I think.
That's a great idea. Elliot says dope really convincingly.
Dope, like the drug.
Yes.
Like, show them that alcohol you got. They're gonna think you're so cool.
All the good alcohol.
I guess Brendel has it, but Brendel can give you the alcohol.
Yeah,
he won't embarrass you.
I take a kind of an empty ish sloshy keg. Yeah, I found this helped me drive.
What is Elliot pulls out the flask he stole from Shmoo, whatever his name is.
His name's
Shmoo.
Schmonnery.
The flask he stole for Shmoo.
Name's Schmonnery.
Schmonnery.
Yeah.
Oh, you did steal it. That's right.
He's just down the street. He's like, I can still hear you, you dumbass.
Yeah, he takes out the flask and basically sniffs it like, this smells illegal.
Yeah, they're gonna think. Okay, so it's decided. We'll go talk to them first, and the guard outpost, and then the town hall tertiary.
You guys are literally. Is that where you are? Do you want to go to the high school now?
I'm pushing it.
I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement.
Fucking A, dude. Okay. Well,
was this the last thing you wanted us to do?
Literally the last thing. You guys.
Every time.
Take your. Okay. Well, you have to load back up in the carriage.
All right, everybody, back in. Give me a swig of that alcohol.
In this town of 1,000.
What?
I can't believe you have to drive in this town of 1,000 people.
Giddy up! It's like
it's a long main street.
Las Vegas.
There's like 2 stoplights. I'm at the second one now.
Okay. You want to go to the high school?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
While we do that, can I give Elliot a little pep talk? Elliot, I just want to remind you that kids your age, they fall into a thing called peer pressure. And I don't want you to feel influenced negatively by the kids at the school. They seemed like they could be troubledoers. And I want you to stay strong in your convictions and do what you feel is right, whatever that is. And I will stand by you, and I will not embarrass you at the school. But if you look at me with the eyes and suggest that you need help, I will step in and protect you and or help you with these menacing kids. Now, I have faith in you, and I hope that you continue to follow your convictions.
I think
forward, Cartman.
While he's doing that, I tell Brendel that it looks like the teenager in the group might benefit from a little inspiration here at some point in the conversation.
Yeah, I definitely just like gently rest my hands on each side of his head, gently massaging his temples.
What are you doing?
Hey, I kind of smack him a little bit, just like, hey, excited we fly, together we still stand strong. Perhaps the inspiration. Yes, and then like a flood of light like drives itself into your temples, and you find yourself slightly more capable of the thing you want to do at your next juncture.
Wow.
Elias is kind of like, his head is like kind of bobbing back and forth, kind of like bewildered inside the carriage. What's it called again? The carriage, inside the carriage, whatever. And he's just like trying to adjust his eyes before you guys get there.
You mean Gone Viral is the carriage's name?
Did we actually name it Gone Viral?
No, it's already engraved on the side of the carriage.
I forgot that.
It's a lovely gold leaf inlay.
Literally, beginning of the session last time. This is not the intern carriage. This is a step up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're getting spoiled. There's a mini bar.
Bandwagon.
I mean, it's just full of Snickers, but still.
All right, well, I guess Elliot is ready as ever will be.
All right. Here's the kid.
Everyone is so confused. Okay, so are you guys gonna go over to the high school now, or are you gonna just still shoot the shit? You haven't even said you left. You haven't even said you left for the high school yet. No one confirmed that. I was about to tell you that you need to blow into the breathalyzer tube to get the carriage started, but then you all started shooting the shit.
I was gonna make a joke about the cart being blow to start instead of push to start, but then the time passed and
it already is blow to start. Okay. For time's sake, because I know it's gonna take me another 30 minutes while you guys literally go 15 minutes down the street to the high school. You guys make it to the high school
in record time.
Outside
I beat the breathalyzer. Yes.
Outside of it, you see. This is literally doing your modernizing the fantasy world again. I don't care. I fucking love it. I'll do it all day. You see.
I pull out a gun.
You see a couple kids. You can't make out.
I'm self-conscious because I've got one.
You can't make out what race they are, or like you can barely see anything. I mean, there's no light, there's no like torches or anything lighting or lamps. It's it's the school and it's dark. And as far as you can see, they look to be writing like something on the wall. But you can't really see what it is.
Go get him, Elliot. We'll be right here.
Elliot looks at the flask and considers it for a second. And you see him, his eyes shift back and forth inside the carriage cart. And then he just takes a big gulp and kind of gently, but also kind of sloshily, kicks open the door and walks out.
I give you a smack on your ass as a reminder of the 1d6 you can use on whatever role you like to for the next 10 minutes.
I follow Elliot, but I leave Mogo in the carriage.
Hey.
Mogo the Pogo Go-Go?
That's the one.
I actually drew a little picture of him, so it's the Mogo the Pogo logo go-go.
All right. We're going to pass that right now. Elliot.
I don't even know what to say.
Walks up behind the kids and he opens up with, "Hello, fellow kids."
As you walk up to him, you can hear that they're like, one of them is clearly like painting something on the wall, and the other one's kind of like giggling. You're like, "Oh, dude, Principal Jork's gonna be so pissed, man! This is awesome!" And then the second that they hear you, they turn around and they just go, "What? Who the? Bro, who are you?" And then the guy who's painting turns around and goes, "Yeah, man. Who are you, you freaking dweeb?"
"I am not a dweeb. My name is Elliot Magnesi. If you don't give me respect right now and tell me what you're doing, I'm gonna punch you in the dick." I punch him in the dick.
Loaded this guy. Little dude thinks he can.
Yes.
You really gonna punch him in the dick?
Hello, fellow kids.
Roll. Damn it. Do you want to just roll to attack his dick?
Oh, fuck, it's a nat 20!
Is that a called shot?
Yeah.
It's a nat 20?
Oh
my god, he's gonna die.
I love it.
You punch him so hard in the dick that he goes cross-eyed. He goes, "Oh, dude! Man, I thought we were going to get in a non-lethal fight. I think my balls just fell off."
Wait, what? He can run away from that? He should be on the ground.
He waddles away.
Puking.
With his balls
All right,
stuck
I'm going to say
between
really
his
quick
legs because he got
rolling down his
Elliot
pant
is too
legs.
neat for you to understand the moral implications of what he's doing. So I'm going to say he grabs the kid before he can actually run away, and in the most menacing tone he can make as Elliot.
"I have questions for you, and you will answer them."
"Oh, dude, I don't even know that I can answer any questions right now, man. My balls are so bad."
"You want a round 2?
No, all right, man. Just
All right.
You want to know?
There have been reports of missing kids in the area, and as fellow children, okay, what do you know about it?
It's not news. No shit,
What do you know about
Sherlock. What do I know about it? Just people are going away. I don't know why I have to close my eyes to do this voice, but I do.
Have you heard any kind of rumors about it? About any kind of perpetrator or reason why they're disappearing?
Dude, I'm in high school. Of course I hear rumors about it. Dude.
Why?
No. There's rumors that the common folk are just taking the kids and making them slaves somewhere. There's rumors that the elves are taking the kids and doing experiments on them, sending them in the Thræ, all sorts of shit, man. How long have you been here?
I literally just arrived. Don't give me your sass.
A week ago. So you thought the first place to go was to go to a bunch of high schoolers?
Elliot slaps
facing their fucking heights? Ow! Dude! Literally, you have this so fucking backwards, man. You didn't even think to go, ask any of the town officials? You think to go ask a bunch of delinquents? Fuck, dude!
Elliot right now is in a weird, fit of, rage. So he just stopped listening at one point and just started slapping him in the face over and over.
You stop! Stop, dude! Don't, man! I don't know what the fuck what are you trying to get out of him?
At this point, Elliot is drunk and out of control. We need someone to stop him right now.
Okay. I'll get out of the carriage and walk over.
At this point, his other friend is just long gone, and he's just been bailed on, and you're just wailing on this kid.
Is this literally the scene from A Christmas Carol? The dude.
I'll just walk over and kind of wrap my arms around Elliot and hold him back and say, Elliot, part of being a reporter is not getting a felony. In the meantime, these are kids. You can't just eat them alive. Hello, young one. I'm sorry about my friend's aggression. I gave him a bit of a pep talk about peer pressure, and I assume that your peer pressured him.
Look, man.
Anyways, it looks like you're up to no good here. My friend here may have hit you a little bit. You're up to no good. How about we both don't talk about this and we call it even?
You guys are the ones coming to high school assaulting kids. Fuck! Don't talk about no good.
I am a fellow kid.
What did he?
I sucker punched my ball sack, bro. How do you?
I can't reach higher.
I walk up behind him. I walk up behind and smack him, and then just go.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
flips you off.
Yeah, you're under my power now. And I just hold him close, and I look deep into his eyes, and I just say, I control whether you live or die, whether you control your next breath, whether you move, whether you look in your mother's face again and tell you love her. I control your next day. Look into my eyes.
Has Brendel always been this weird?
Yeah, have both of you guys, when did either of your characters turn into this?
I love when I thought I was going to be the wild card of the party, and now we're beating kids.
We're
beating kids right now?
Unbelievable.
Hey, admittedly,
all right,
intensity is not outside of Brendel's nature.
Try
dramatic
roll for
differences.
Intimidation right now. Try it.
Roll for intimidation. You've got it, sir. This is all a performance, and I'm good at that thing. Welcome to the land of 21.
Oh, fuck. How do you guys just do this? It's literally the most meaningless rolls. You guys are getting nat 20.
Okay, man. What? Holy shit, dude. Where did you guys come from? This is just...
It doesn't matter where we come from. It matters what you tell us, and you get to leave.
Worse than Principal Jorg finding me.
Oh no, Principal Jorg is the worst. We are much, much, much easier on you than Principal Jorg. He will literally eat your soul.
I don't even know Principal Jorg.
I definitely do.
He doesn't. He fully doesn't buy that because now you're just like lying. He's intimidated by you, but he knows you're a fucking liar.
All right. Well, tell me the truth anyway.
What? You just stepped into the conversation and just said, "Tell me the truth about what? That my balls are swollen to like 4 times the size?"
Actually, yeah, that is something I wanted to know. However, what I'm really looking for is more information regarding the missing kids. You are a delinquent. You'll know more information than just the town officials will know. So yes, I do want to know what you think before I discuss it with them. And trust me, I will discuss it with them as well as you.
Whatever, man. How would I even know that?
Depends. How did you know that we came to you before we went to any official?
Because you just started asking some bullshit questions that you would have been able to find out no matter what. You probably would have been able to get more info. Idiots.
I make like intense eye contact for like 1 to 3 seconds with each member of the party, and it's go sidebar, and I bring everyone to the side, and I just go, I feel bad about this because he may never have children, but I don't think he knows anything.
I say, are we bad reporters?
We're interns. It's okay.
I say, yeah, this is far more entertaining than I ever expected it to be. We can go talk to the town guard now.
Yeah, I think we've done enough.
And I go back to the kid, and I shake him by the collar, and I say, "You shape up right, sonny, or I'll eat your liver." And then I walk away.
So as you shake him, the hood that he has falls off, and you can see that he's like a blonde-haired wood elf. But as you let him go, he starts limping off, and as you guys walk back towards the carriage, he just yells to you, he's like, "You guys better get the fuck out of town, because I swear I'm going to tell my dad and you guys are done."
You want to go and tell your dad? I'll kill you where you stand.
Elliot breaks free from Bale's grasp and tackles the kid down again.
Oh my god. I do the Men in Black stick flash thing.
It was bravado. Don't hurt him.
Elliot is in full. Elliot is in full like toddler tantrum rage right now.
He's running away. He's running away from you. But he had unbuckled his pants to like caress his inflamed parts. But then he saw you coming for him, and he started running, but he wasn't able to button his pants.
Oh no!
And his pants fell around his ankle, and you just see him trip. But he's right next to a big hill. He just starts rolling down the hill.
Oh, it's so sad now.
It is sad.
Oh, Elliot, just leave him. It's so sad. If he tells his dad, he has to say this part now.
You can't see anything. All you can hear is from this like ditch and the trees coming from the ditch. You just hear, "Oh fuck, dude! This is literally the worst day ever."
Oh, it just got way darker, way faster than I anticipated.
And then
just leave him alone.
You realize that in this part of Oster, that when people die, and because of the goddess who this town worships, she's like the goddess of like death. You actually see his soul like leave his body through the mist, and he's dead.
What?
What?
Psych.
Oh god!
Your guys' face, literally, when you realized we almost just took it too far, but he's fucking hurt for sure. He just tripped down a ditch.
Elliot actually thinks he killed someone. Elliot actually thinks he killed someone. He actually, like, very solemnly walks back to the carriage with his head hung down low and looks at everyone dead in the eye and says,
"This is on your hands.
Take me to jail. I'm a murderer now."
Well, that was our next stop anyway, but I think that might be an overreaction.
He fell down the hill. How could he not have badly injured himself?
I mean, injured maybe, but I mean, you're a pretty strong dude. I mean, you're walking around in armor. You've trained your body. That dude took a solid kick to his grundle from you, and was still able to talk. So that kid's pretty sturdy. I think he'll be all right. Oh
gosh, I am never drinking the devil's liquid again.
All right.
Never is a strong word. I breathe into the breathalyzer.
To the guard precinct?
Yes. Or the town hall. What do you guys think?
Well, the guard precinct is kind of on the way to town hall at this point.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, before we go, how much XP does the party get for the high school student?
I'll tell you after I calculate how close he is to death.
So sad.
Jeez.
That went dark, guys. I think we all need to go to therapy. We all need to go see Dr. Wilkowitz. He is my doctor. He's a psychologist. He's not allowed to prescribe medication, but he still gives me weed. So that's nice.
Lettuce.
No. The devil's lettuce is much worse than weed.
Oh
D&D.
God. How dare you even say those words to me?
Isn't it? We're talking like the red Nern root, not the normal stuff.
That's right.
As this conversation rolls on, you do roll up to the precinct.
All right.
Guard. If you want to be true to historic things, you can call it the guard outpost.
Hey everyone, this is
Popo. I'm calling it the Popo.
This is Barrow here. I know I'm the newest member to the party, but I just wanted to say that I don't know how you typically do things as a group, considering you handled some things at the last town, Tittenham. And now that I saw the tavern on fire before I met you, things are starting to click after going to the school. It's all making sense slowly in my mind. I'm not sure how you do things. Like I said, I suggest we don't beat everyone or punch any dicks in the police station. Maybe we just talk.
Words of
I'm
wisdom.
trying to.
But Barrow, I wouldn't.
Yes.
I wouldn't. You're not the newest by much. I think the rest of us met each other 2 days before we met you, so we're still trying to figure out the kind of dynamic we have. And for the record, it was an informant that we also took to the police station there that set the place on fire. So in that story, we are in fact actually the heroes.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't want to be mean or anything. Like, I totally understand where you're coming from, and absolutely correct. We should not be beating every witness.
Mostly students. Students is where I'm getting at. I have no problem beating someone if it comes down to it.
Oh, good reporter. Honestly, we were standing behind Elliot. Elliot, I would not advise you to do the things that you did, but I want you to feel comforted that we always stand behind you and will support you 100% in the moment. And then we'll reconvene afterwards and work on what could be done better, you know? You murder, we murder.
I thought we just established I didn't murder.
I'm not saying you murdered. I'm just saying if you murder, we also murder.
No murdering.
But not me. I do not subscribe to that
murdering.
methodology.
I humbly request now, no more murdering. Please stop me before I do. And if it will help, I can attempt to redeem myself here. I am also of similar profession, and I should be able to talk to them.
That's true. You got the right temperament and background for this. We'll let you lead the way.
Driving the carriage, by the way.
Oh my God, who's driving the carriage?
Is this going on its own?
I look around. I am. Oh God! I jump out the window and
Elliot can't
grapple my way back up. Oh God! No.
What is the carriage like? Is it an open back? Like I'm picturing like an open back wagon, but I guess
it's not. A wagon. It's like a carriage.
Yeah, it's like a cabin, and then I would sit on the outside
like cabin
front of it.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So
I thought with your modern setting,
we out the window, but I'm like,
you're still very much in a carriage. It's got modern elements, but it's still oldie. It's still very elven.
I'm holding the button and rolling the window down.
It's
not that modern. It's more of a crank.
You hear Schmonnery yell from the bar. He goes, "Don't do that. You do it too many times, you're gonna break it."
All right. Schmo makes a point.
So yeah, you pull up to the precinct. There's a bustle inside.
Bustle?
Yeah. Are you going in, or are you just gonna
fucking
stare at him?
Place looks like it's happening.
Hello? Are any guards here?
Yeah, I said there's a bustle.
Yeah, no one knows what it is.
Fuck that is.
There's a lot of guards in there.
Attack the bustle.
You never heard like a hustle and bustle? Oh my God.
There's a woman with a dress.
There's guards
and in the back. You see a bustle.
They seem to be looking at maps. They've got pictures pinned up on boards with
they're hunting for the kids.
Threads wrapped around nails in the board. They're like trying to track these kids down. There's maps. There's some things circled in red lines.
Elliot wants to talk to the nearest guard.
And
available.
Yeah, as you walk in, a guard looks at you and goes, "Hail, citizen! Lovely weather we're having."
It's kind of dark and hard to see, but yeah, it's kind of temperate. Hi, my name is Elliot McNessy. I'm representing the Baron Dojo Post. We came here.
His face is just completely idle, and he just looks aside. And then as you keep talking, he looks back at you, and he just says, "Need something?"
I'm here on behalf of the Baron Dojo Post. We came here
And then he says, "Oh, must have been the wind." And then he looks ahead and doesn't say anything.
Elliot, these are your people, right? You know how to talk to town's guards like this?
Well, normally I don't get ignored like this.
And then as the guard just kind of idly looks past you, you just hear a guy slam the table. He just goes, "Damn it! It's just too hard of a case. There's got to be something we're missing."
About that, hi, my name's Elliot. I am here on behalf of Baron Dojo Post. I said it for the third time now. We're actually here about a missing children's case happening over in Beskol. Would you like to have would you have any kind words to give us about this incident? Anything we could glean from you?
He's kind of in like a back room, and there's a counter between you guys. So he at first like doesn't hear you or can't see you, and he comes over and he looks around the counter and goes, "Baron Dojo Post,
right here. You can see it right there, the name."
Wow. So what are you guys?
We're a
interns, I'm guessing.
No, actually, we are lead reporters. This one here is an intern. The little one, the rest of us are lead reporters sent here to investigate this case. We're gonna help groom this one here, but the rest of us have been on the grind for some time now. My name is Barrow.
I dramatically strum my lute.
What's your name, detective?
As you say this, he's got his hands like on his hips,
he's wearing like a uh like a dark navy blue tunic, and he's got a long like cape around it. You can see he's got like a badge, and he
Is he
says
elven?
he's got his hands on his hips. Yeah, he's an elf. He has like short hair, kind of like down to his ears, like longer hair. I'm trying to describe the hairstyle, like almost like Beatles style hair. And he's got a mustache. And he puts his hands on his hips, and he just looks at you and he says, "Now, why would I share confidential information from House Raynar with a bunch of interns?"
Well, because you said we have no leads and it's too tough a case to crack.
I saw you coming in. I knew you were here the whole time.
Listen, pal. Elf to elf. He's an elf. He said he's a wood elf, right?
Yeah, he is.
Can I see any of the like names on the board that they're looking at? The bustle board or whatever you said?
It's like on the other side of the room, and it's in like Times New Roman 10-point font.
All right.
Do I know anything about House Resner?
If I put my hands like this, can I see the board?
House Raynar? No, that's like the you already rolled your history check last week on. That's like the king's house.
Oh, that is right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So like the Raynar family, they're the ones who sort of like rule. So he's from there.
Yeah, I'm guessing if you're from House Raynar, then you answer to the king or at least one of his close advisors. We're here to offer some help. It sounds like you might need it.
Look, I'm the lead investigator. One thing that I pride myself on is not getting involved with the tabloids. All right, so why don't you boys just scurry on over, head up onto the mayor's office, talk to him, and he'll fill you in. And in the meantime, why don't you just let the big boys do their job?
All right there, big guy.
I'm gonna hold Brendel back.
Elliot is like ready to go
before he kills them all.
I'm sure that. Wait, what was the name of the people that run town?
Raynar.
The family, Raynar.
It's the house of Raynar.
I'm sure that House Raynar is expecting results from their town guard here, and it doesn't seem like you're getting very far. And
hold it right there.
Without anything to show for yourself, I think that we could be of mutual assistance here. We're a bunch of experienced investigative reporters here, and I think that we can make something work, us wood elves. What do you say?
You're the only one in the group that he takes somewhat seriously, because you're also an elf. He says, "All right, look, this is a tough case. There's kids missing, there's lives on the line. But I need to know for sure that you guys are worth it. So you bring me one scrap of information that helps this case, and I'll open the floodgates. Until then, as far as I'm concerned, you guys are suspects. And I don't just share information with anyone walking on the street saying they work for Baron Doja Post. And even if they did work for Baron Doja Post, I normally wouldn't say it because you guys have a really weird way of making the news seem super biased."
I look him in the eye. What was his name again?
No one's asked his name.
I look him in the eye. What's your name, brother?
My name? And he gets kind of proud and he puffs up his chest and he goes, "Name's Kieran. Kieran Perry.
Kieran.
Lead investigator."
I like your style, brother. And I respect the hell out of you. And we're gonna find that piece of information. We're gonna bring it back to you, and we're gonna solve this case together. And then you go ahead.
No, you go.
then we're all gonna ride the fame out of here. Fireworks. Fucking Baron Doja Post is gonna promote me. I mean, I am a lead investigator and everything, but yes, brother, we're gonna solve this together and save those kids.
I do have a quick question.
As you say that, but as you, what's your question?
No,
it's got to be quick. As you say that, one of the guards comes up and whispers in his ear. He goes, "Kieran, you're gonna want to hear this. We got some word that Galen's boy got beat up pretty bad. He's pretty injured. You might want to take a look. This might be whoever did this might be the guy who's taking the kids."
Okay, well that sounds pretty serious. We're gonna go.
Kieran just goes, "A lead, huh? Well, boys, you know what they say when duty calls. I look forward to your first hint." And then he walks to the back of the room and he goes, "Galen's boy, huh? Never would have thought anyone would mess with Galen. Wrong guy to get on the bad side."
Okay, yeah, that sounds serious. We're gonna let you do that. What's the reward per kid we get? Doesn't matter. You know what? Keep the coin purse ready. Let's go, guys.
Yo, as you guys walk out, you pass 4 or 5 guards, and every guard just looks at you and goes, "Need something? Need something? Need something? Need something?" And then you guys are finally out of the guard.
Okay, so guys, those guys had no leads. They had no clues, anything, quite frankly, and that guy was kind of a dick. If we find a clue, if we get a lead, let's just do this ourselves. Like,
as you say that, you hear from inside the guard jack. You just hear,
"Kieran Perry is on the case."
Okay,
I'm not overly confident in his abilities.
To the mayor's office. 1 for 3, Elliot. You've got this.
Alrighty, you guys head over to the mayor's office, which is in town hall. You get on your carriage. You roll your asses back over there. Elliot, you are still a little bit drunk. But you guys get to the mayor's office.
Elliot took a swig before he talked to the kids.
Yeah,
right, a single swig. Yes.
So you guys go up to the mayor's office in town hall, and you, I assume you want to go in, yeah?
I go through the door.
So you go through the door. You can see from the inside that there's actually trees like inside the town hall that are like also supporting the roof and everything. So there's, instead of like columns, there's like trees and there's still branches and stuff growing off of it. And it's all lit by just like really warm torches and super high ceilings. And it's all just like complete like cedar interior. I mean, like, don't light it on fire type cedar. And as you go in, you can hear, like, I can't believe you guys don't know the word bustle. You hear a bustle.
We do. Of course I know the word bustle. I was messing around.
A bustling of voices. A bustling of voices from a room. There's like a big double door, and you hear what sounds like a lot of people. Like when you came into the town, it was quiet, and from what you gather, there, a large chunk of the town is in this room ahead
Hustle
of you.
And bustle.
And off from the room to the left, you see someone pop out, and he just says, "Ah, I suppose you're the reporters from Baron Doja Post, no?"
Aye.
Well, it would seem that you're about an hour and a half late. There are quite a few disappointed people.
Well, we are here to discover the truth and not just follow your schedule.
Oh, well, nice to meet you as well.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Brindle. Here are my compatriots. First off, see here is Barrow, then Elliot, then Og, and I again am Brindle, and I am keeping an eye on you, sir.
Well, you shouldn't, because I'm the reason you're here. You see, I was the one who reached out to your bosses to get someone up here.
My name is Williamir, and I am the mayor of this small yet lovely town.
Oh, you're the mayor. Completely unsuspicious title.
Hey, is he your primary spokesperson, or
sorry.
shall
No,
I
I'm just
continue?
messing around. It's really nice to meet you. I give him a handshake with both hands. Just, it's so nice to meet you. We would really just love to discuss with you the case and what leads you have so far and how we can possibly look into this case with you and participate in it with you. We really just want to help find those kids.
Dope. He just says, he goes, well, it's quite great to hear that you're excited to get on this case, and fortunately for you, we have just about half a town of people in the room over waiting to have their story told to the world. But before we do, why don't you step in my office? And he sort of like gestured you to come into his office and sit down. And you guys get into the office, and it looks kind of how you would expect. There's like it's like a big wooden carved desk that kind of fits in with the rest of the like decor. It's like made out of like mini uh, conifer trees and shit. It looks like a cabin. I don't know. It's woodsy. And he sits down at his desk and he goes, so why don't you tell me what you already know about our town and our current predicament? That way I don't waste your time explaining further.
Og, you know this best. Lay it on him.
I tell him about his own town.
Go. You tell me about the town.
I know it's a colony, potential Fey activity, 1,337 people living there.
Moonbow.
Moonbow. They like that.
He just says,
Sammy the Moonbow.
You guys might just be the people we need to crack this case. And he says, as you know, this town was established 100 years ago by King Elion Raynar for the sole purpose of finding a link to the Fae. Now, this is where things will get slightly challenging for you. When Elion sent the first colonists over, he sent one group of established wizards, sorcerers, druids, etc. They were the ones who were responsible for leading the research into the Fae. But when you have a group of such high-functioning people, they tend to get wrapped up in their work and seem to let some of the smaller things fall away. So what he did in addition was he made the promise of a good life, a new life for others in Adamant, and promised them housing and jobs and security in exchange for them coming and working and doing the more regular towns things like running shops, cleaning up the trash, being store owners, things like that. Things that in a normal town you would be quite respected for. But what happened when they got here was a bit of a divide, you see. The elves were, how do I say this kindly, belittling to what they called the common folk and treated them as if they were, well, not racist, because the common folk are pretty much everything. There's tieflings, there's dwarves, there's halflings. We're a very diverse town, but it seems that the elves have this sort of elitist stature among them. I myself...
racist. It's even worse. It's racist against everybody but them.
It kind of is that way, unfortunately, and thankfully I didn't grow up where most of these people did, so I have a little bit more of a diverse background. Now the commoners seem to think the exact opposite. They think that the elves are pretentious, entitled, rich, and ultimately they think they're kind of major assholes. So as I'm sure you can imagine, this causes deep rifts within our little community. And I have personally taken it upon myself to try and mend this rift. Up until recently, I was doing a fine job, but now things have gotten slightly more primitive as each side has had disappearances of their children, and they now accuse each other for being the reason for those disappearances.
That's wonderful. Man, I really appreciate the work that you're doing. As journalists, it is required that we check into everyone's viability. If you could please also provide us with your financial disclosures, those who have contributed to campaigns and so forth. That way we know that both the High Elves nor the common folk have undue impact on your stature amongst the community. I'm sure this will not bother you in the least, will it?
You're getting straight to the point, and I love it. But as of now, one room over, there is a group of concerned community members of both sides who are eager to share their stories with you. They want their story told to the world. So if
okay, that's great. As long as I walk away with your financial disclosures.
Right. We'll organize that tomorrow. It's getting late, and you're already an hour late. These people have been waiting for you since before the sun went down. But if you'd like, you're welcome to head in. I would recommend you guys bring your pens and papers because you're going to be taking quite a few stories. He gestures to
at the top of my notepad. I wrote "won't
papers.
Disclose."
He actually has already provided for you some really nice like leather bound notepads. They're like typical like little reporters like bifold notepads. They're leather. They have like Beskol engraved on it. They're kind of like one of those like cheesy little travel things that you get from a gift shop. But the paper is good quality, and the pen is also nice. It says Beskol on the side. It's a quill pen.
In a small sidebar to the group, I just say, "Hey, this guy's a piece of shit." Calling it now, just as a group together, piece of shit.
Sir, as you do that, and I don't think I told you like what he looks like. He is, just so you know, he has like brown, shorter hair, sort of like fully slicked back hair. And he's wearing like a kind of like a tight blue fitted suit, but it's not like a very like it's just like he looks responsible in it. And he's got like these like piercing like blue eyes. And so as you call him a piece of shit, his assistant runs in and tells him, and she says, "So you're gonna want to hear this. You know Galen's boy, right? Galen's boy, Jeremy." And he just looks, and he gets this like look in his eyes of like concern, and he just goes, "Of course I know Galen's boy. How would I not know Jeremy?" And she goes, "Well, he just came into the clinic, and he's pretty beat up. Something happened to him out there. We're not sure if it's the guy who's been kidnapping people or whoever it is, but he's pretty beat up. He took some serious blows to his." And then she looks at us and she whispers, "Testicles." And then William Mayer just goes, "Oh God, this is truly horrible. I should head to the clinic immediately and check in on him and with Galen. You and I both know how Galen gets when he's angry."
Before you go, we did hear about that at the guardhouse earlier. That's one of the reasons why we're a couple minutes late, and we heard that there was some issue with Galen's boy. Galen seems to command a lot of respect in this town. Who is he?
Oh, well, Galen is one of the more powerful people in our city. He's sort of in charge of the whole operation.
Okay.
He's not a wizard. He's not a sorcerer. He's not a druid. He's not necessarily one of the ones finding the link to the Fae, but he's the one who is sort of running the whole show here. And to be honest, when things get a little bit behind, he tends to have quite a bit of a temper with his the druids and sorcerers and such. And so generally people try to stay away from messing with him or his family or making him upset or things because, it's if Galen was mad enough, he very well could be the person to make everyone disappear because he just sort of blows up on people.
Wonderful. How much money is he giving you?
With that, first off, none. He's not paying anyone. He's paid directly by the king. I should really attend to this. And he grabs his coat and starts to walk out the room. And as he's walking out of the room, he stops and he says, just remember, when you go through those 2 doors there, and he points at the doors, he says, try not to take sides in their little elitist versus commoner debate. It will hinder your progress significantly. And then his assistant is standing there, and she pushes open the double doors to the main room of the town hall.
I whisper to my cohorts, and I just go, "That guy's a piece of shit."
And he, as you say, that guy's a piece of shit. There's a ladybug crawling on the ground, and he trips, and he sees that he's about to fall on the ladybug, and he actually intentionally rolls on his arm to take a bigger force, and you actually see he really tries to dodge this ladybug because he doesn't want to hurt it. And he gets up and he's like, oh my goodness, it's fine. He's clearly very hurt. And he says, the ladybug is good. And then he walks out.
That guy's a complete piece of shit. You see how he put that on for us?
And then as he goes out, he gives a homeless guy 400 gold. So you guys
convincing me more.
Are you guys gonna walk through are you guys gonna go into the room?
We walk into the room.
Gangster.
And I step on the ladybug.
Assert dominance.
You walk into the room. Ladybug dies.
You lose your druid abilities.
And
or do they
see
get stronger?
You see the ladybug spirit leave its body as Moonbow collects it. And you walk into this room, and you just see probably 30 people, and they're actually all intermingled. You see elves, you see dwarves, you see halflings, you see humans. And the second they see you come in, all of them just start spewing words at you, and they rush at you. And I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative. And that is also where we'll end the session.
Oh, fuck me. I thought, dude, that's such bullshit. That's such bullshit. I'm going to screenshot that for you guys.
17.
No, it went away. The die landed on the 12, but D&D Beyond, whatever the math decided the number it landed on a second earlier because it says it rolled a 2. So anyway, I've got a 4. I've got a 4.
Well, I got your 12 for you. Just so you're careful.
I got a 13.
Oh, fun session, Taylor.
Woo.
I knew I was going to be killing time and just shooting shit when I said we should go to high school, but that was so much better than I ever fucking dreamt.
You guys,
I just wanted to embarrass Elliot a little bit. That's all I wanted.
I literally had nothing written for either of those scenes. 0. None of those characters existed until you said you wanted to go there.
Well, now we got to watch out for Jeremy and Galen. We're so fucked. That's gonna happen. Og's already planning out how we do misdirection here.
Dude, you guys were supposed to be done with this encounter by the end of the night, and then you're like, let's fucking go to the high school, and then let's go to the police station, and then let's get pissed drunk and just chat in the carriage for 20 minutes.
I like how before we started streaming, we're like, okay, so knowing that we're getting to kind of the sandbox area, we won't do as much. We'll just kind of let Taylor lead. And then you're like, no, I've got it planned out for you guys to use the time. And we're like, oh, okay.
I realized the second that that Schmonnery left and that I said, okay, what do you want to do? I realized that in your mind, I had just given you a whole town to explore.
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa, they're gonna go do everything before they go to the town hall.
That to me was like the sign, like I did everything I needed to do, so now just do whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
I was hoping that, like, I was like, all right, the carriage literally dropped them off in front of town hall. And you guys were like, no, actually, let's go to the high school and ask the high schoolers and then go to the police station and then we'll come all the way back where we are.
This is like such a, like, you guys have seen the meme of, like, you guys go into a tavern, there's a man in a cloak with a glowing crown on his head and a goblin in the corner, and everyone's like, oh yeah, let's go talk to the goblin, let's go see what's up with the goblin. Hey goblin, what's your favorite color? Anyway, you just lived that experience.
Don't give us too much power.
That was so stressful.
Give us too much power.
Oh, shit.
Now I have to find a way to write in all these
assaulted a teenager.
I'm so fucking hyped for like the Galen backlash is gonna be beautiful.
Should have intimidated the child more.
I can't wait.
Do we want to end this Twitch stream?
See y'all later, folks.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, their
people.
derailing of my session didn't turn you all off too much.
Turn me
That
on.
one person just really enjoying their time here.
We love you, Bruja.
I'm the other person.